Clash. As always, my name is Jen, and I'm here with SK.
Hello.
And today we are going to be talking about a few different things, as always. We're going to round them out here. We're going to talk about our clan games that just finished. And at the end of clan games, we have I think a couple days later, we have a new season now for the season pass. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a couple of the events that are on right now. And we're going to talk about our War Leagues, because after clan games, we all know a few days later comes up War Leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about another exciting thing that happened in our clan at the end of clan games. And if we have time, we are going to kind of just touch upon how we deal with promotions in our clan. And if we have a Can't Fix Stupid, we will touch upon that as well.
Oh, but did we not just experience one just there?
Well, I don't know if it was huge, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see how time goes, because we tend to prattle on a lot, and we did say we'd talk about promotions last podcast, so maybe next. It just depends. We'll see how lucky we are. So what's first on the list?
I think clan, just kind of in order of the way things happen, I think that's the best way to go. So clan games would be the first thing.
You calmed down from the mess that it was.
We what?
Have you calmed down from the mess that it was?
You know, I ended up getting my max points. You didn't. So
yeah, stupid work. I was like, one more battle away, and I was like, oh, I have to dial into this meeting, and then obviously meeting's overrun, and you're like, oh. It wasn't until like the lunchtime, and I was like, my clan games, no. So yes, I missed that, but I never got 1,000 at the end anyway to max out. I had to make do for an 800, and it just grinds to a halt when people are either finished their clan game so they can't trash any more tasks, or people are just not interested anymore, and the board simply does not move.
They're definitely going to have to come up with something, because it's a disadvantage now for smaller clans. Because, I mean, you get a clan like ours where certain people, max out right away and they can still do that. But then, like you said, the rest of the clan just doesn't care, or for whatever reason stops playing after a certain amount, and then they just sit there and they sit there. And I mean, you can only trash so many challenges before it's every 3 hours. And then you can't do anything for 3 hours because you've trashed this challenge and you're trying to get another one. And I mean,
only
had 1,000 challenge pop up, and that was the one that I got. There was no other 1,000 came after that.
Does the time cooldown, does it cap at a certain amount of time?
3 hours. You can't go past 3 hours.
I have never even reached that, because I'm always scared that it's going to be, oh, the next one's going to be that 35, and I'm not going to spend however many gems it is, and I'm just keeping that 10-minute wait.
Pushed to 3 hours quite a few times trying to cycle, and it's not fun.
But like, even like, so when you get that 10-minute cooldown the first time you test a challenge, the number of gems is stupid, because like it doesn't go down, like, you know how with your builder or what have you, as he's working on it, the number of gems decreased, right? But decreases by 1 gem. When you trash the clan games, the number of gems don't decrease by 1 as time goes by. You have to wait, I don't know, 2-3 minutes before it decreases by 3 gems or something like that. So yeah. So I mean, some people might say that smaller clans are not disadvantaged because that was a false advantage that you had in the first place, and therefore actually you just get normal advantage. Like there's not it's not a disadvantage because it was something that you should have not had in the first place.
Right, but now, even saying, but it is a disadvantage, and it's a disadvantage for a lot of clans because whatever the reason, they fixed the bug, whatever, it was never supposed to be like that. But for the last 2.5 years, it was like that, and every single clan, with the exception of a couple that were filled to 50 and international and on all the time where it didn't cycle, that was just what everybody got used to. And now to take it away, a lot of people noticed it and complained about it because it affected a lot of clans.
Yeah. I mean, I see their point that maybe not everyone knew about it, but then
not everybody knows about, the troop upgrade, and you can, queue up everything and then get a whole bunch of elixir back once the troop is finished upgrading. Yeah. Does that mean,
That's next on their list for their intern to fix.
Well, it will be when I point it out.
But okay, so what rewards did you pick?
What did I pick? The last tier, I picked 100 gems. I picked two builder potions. In the one before that, I picked the one builder potion as well. I picked, I think, gems in the other one.
I'm sensing a theme here.
I didn't pick any books, and I didn't pick any runes because I didn't have a book of heroes to do my warden, so getting that, I guess I could have used the rune, did some walls, and then got the other rune, but I kind of did the math, and I ended up taking the hero potions as well, because I needed those, because I'm out of hero potions, my heroes aren't max yet, so I thought that those would be better value than doing 2 walls. Mm-hmm. So, walls, I'm not worried about walls, because I know that I can grind those out. That's just whatever. And now with the meta changing and people using quad quake with yetis, walls aren't really that much of a factor. They still are with some people in the armies they use, but with that yeti smash with quad quake, you're opening up the walls regardless, whatever level that you have. So I'm not concerned about my walls because I know that I can grind those, so I'm not going to spend a rune or anything on those anymore. So I figured I would take the 100 gems because that was just, 50 more than I would get for a rune anyway. And yeah, builder potions because I'd like to do my hero after leagues, and I don't want to miss war, so I'm just going to use builder potions like I always do, and gems and those hero potions.
Mm-hmm. I haven't collected mine yet because I am a hoarder. And because there is no need for me to. They're probably all gonna be gems. Let's put it that way. Maybe some builder potions, but I'm maxed out on my heroes. With the end of the season pass, for last month, I have no more walls left. I've done all my walls now. So I have no need for Dark Elixir or Elixir anymore. So it's only really defenses, and I know we're talking about our bases now, but I've only got about 5 or 6 more upgrades to begin. I think I've got 2 mortars and 2 bomb towers and 1 archer tower. So not really much longer to go. Just 1 more round of builders.
Yeah. You'll be ready for the summer update.
Oh, great. Wonder what that's going to be about. No, but that's like months down the line. I'll be well finished before that hits. So yeah, I guess that leads us nicely into the season pass.
Well, the end of clan game, something happened.
Did something happen?
Something happened to our clan at the end of clan games.
Oh, yes. We leveled up.
You leveled up?
Yes. I had actually at the time forgotten that we get clan XP from clan games, so that was a nice bump because I figured it was going to be the next war that was going to level us up. So yes, we're now a level 17 clan. Not quite a new shield yet. That's the next one.
Nope, next one, Remy. Yeah.
But yes, it's always nice to have a new level. I think it's nice. It happens not very often, but it reminds me how.
Honestly, it's happened 7 times since I've been in the clan. I came into the clan at 10, and this is the 7th one now.
It's happened for me 16 times now. Because you don't level up at 1. But yeah, so that would be. It was nice to see that happen. And normally with such a big event, because it's the size of our clan, the pace at which we go, it doesn't happen probably as quickly as your other bigger clans. So when we level up, it's quite an event. So we normally, have a look at, by celebrating, maybe we reward some of our people in the clan with promotions.
Mm-hmm.
But are we getting ahead of ourselves, or do you want to discuss this now?
No, I think that kind of just leads right into that one, and we can discuss that one then.
Okay. I mean, because because it doesn't happen very often, and it just pings up. It reminds us to sort of take stock to see, okay, what does our clan look like now? Is it where we want it to be? And again, like I said, we look at the people that's been in our clan, how they're progressing, and try and celebrate with some promotions, because that's the amount of partying that we can do. So this time round, and I will, I guess, backtrack a little bit and say, last time we leveled up was not a good time to level up, because there was a whole lot of shenanigans happening in our clan, where it was not a friendly time, because you and I were demoting more than we were promoting people. So it was not. It was a recession in our clan. It was a downturn in our clan. We're back. So this time around it wasn't as bad, but I think it was hard to sort of have a proper celebration. I don't know about you, but I'm not completely sold on we're not celebrating with any promotions yet.
Yeah.
I mean, normally for a clan level up, we would seriously consider a co-leadership promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Smaller events would be elders and things like that. But a clan level up, because again, like I said, the small size of a clan, it's quite a big thing. So we're kind of like, and having a new co is kind of a big thing to celebrate with. I don't think, unfortunately, with this level up, we had anyone that was, star bright, shining brightly to become a co. So that's a bit disappointing. I mean, let's have a look at our potential pot of people that we have, right? So in our elders, who shall, I guess, remain nameless, but we can discuss them. So, like, this guy who has been in the clan for a while, right? I'll just so you know who I'm talking about.
Yep, but you can just tell me which number in the clan list.
Oh yeah, no, number 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's been in the clan for a good while. He's got tenure, I guess. But he's an elder. He's been an elder for a while, and yet I think in the past, you and I have always agreed that he's never going to be Cole.
Right. Just because of what we went through with a Cole that he knew that just kind of up and left the clan out of nowhere.
Well, he never actually told us that they knew each other either.
Exactly. Until the Cole left.
Yeah. To create his own clan. With the same sort of ideology that our clan has. But yeah, so there's that. But at the same rate, I don't believe he's actually performing what I would expect an elder to perform.
I was just gonna say he's not even doing what an elder should be doing.
Yeah. So I mean, in our clan, there is a difference between a member, an elder, a co, and the ultimate leader. And we expect people to, once they reach that position, to keep showing why they made it to that position in the first place rather than slacking off. It's not a, here, once you get it, you're set for life kind of thing. We can, and have done, demoted you based upon your actions. So I don't think he would have been, or, well, like you said, we're not going to promote him even if he was amazing anyway.
Yeah, never.
And then number 8, who's also elder. So she was super enthusiastic about this is the future of my where I want to be in my clan, wanted to be elder, worked really hard for it, and somehow have gone off the grid with no communication. And in fact, actually, it's a sad couple of incoming days because we will be forced to clean house.
Yep.
You know, we can't afford to just have someone sit there and not communicate when they're coming back because it could be never.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, you know, she had indicated that there were some issues and was on at different times to her usual clash time. But she put down her heroes after the last leagues and has never been back on since. So now we're rolling up to the new leagues. So that's
almost a month. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know if she's coming back tomorrow or, you know, never. So, yeah, we might have to make a decision on that swiftly. Number 9, I'll let you talk up for the next 2 people then. I've talked a lot.
Number 9 kind of, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of number 9. Number 9 was one where, you know, he was a new Town Hall 9, or a new Town Hall 9 right after he joined, and, you know, showed a little bit of promise and, you know, was not going over and above, but was, you know, not missing attacks, doing what he was supposed to, getting, you know, whatever in clan games, and now just kind of skating by with the bare minimum, just not, you know, I mean, look at the donations right now, 0 for 124, hasn't even donated back to the clan, and, you know, I don't know if you can count war performance, but just, I don't know, just not what I expected.
Because quite recently he was kind of in a sort of... He'd gotten into the habit of always putting his heroes down as soon as he had the Dark Elixir to do it.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and I know that in the long run it works out well because, you know, he's not rushing, he's maxing out his heroes and whatnot. But we are still a war clan, and you and I both know that things are shaky after you don't attack with heroes for a while, and then when you have them back, you don't really know how to use them anymore, or you forget to use them because you've gotten into a rhythm of attacking without your heroes. So, and as a war clan, I think you and I both sort of agree that you have to have a balance of still participating in war while you're doing your heroes. There should be some sort of balance, some sort of thought given to, okay, when can I war? When can I do my heroes? Do I have builder potions? Do I have books? How can I time that so that I am maximizing my contribution to the clan while also maximizing my progress?
I mean, just right there, a lot of people don't think about the clan. They think about what's going to be good for themselves. And like you said, as soon as he had the loot, he was opting out, putting his heroes down without even saying anything either. It was just, this is what I'm doing. Without giving a second thought, looking at numbers. Okay, they might need me for 15, or, I just put my heroes down. Like, I've been out for 3 wars because of my hero upgrade. I've warred once and I'm going to be out again for another 3. Like, they don't think about that. They don't think about there's a lot of people in the clan that I do believe do not care about the clan. They're just there for themselves, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's how you want to play the game. But again, at the same time, as leaders, as co-leaders of this clan, you and I have to, and as well as the other co's, have to think about what's best for the clan. There's no point promoting someone who's not going to use it. Yeah. Okay, and what about number 17?
Number 17, I think we can agree will never be a co either. Just because I know number 17 kind of rubs the wrong way sometimes, and just for whatever reason can go on a weird spell where they're just answering questions that are meant for other people, or it's just, I don't know, there's some level of immaturity there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, well, I don't have the best patience, but he might have picked up on that fact and he sort of reined it in a little. I will say, out of them all, out of all the ones that we've looked at so far, he's probably closer to that than all the other ones. But I'm not saying that when I say closer, I mean that's still pretty far back. He's just marginally ahead, but it's a long.
He is one, or she. See, I say he, but she uses girl emotes in clan, so and that's just one of those things where it's like, is she a girl, or is it just one of those trying to fool them kind of things? But of the elders that we have, I think that this one has been the most consistent, just with,
and also the most sensible.
Hasn't slacked off like the other ones have. Like, I still notice that this one, will. I mean, not to the extent that they used to, because things change, people get busy and whatnot, but still, introduce people in the clan and do whatever, while others, they just are absent and just don't at all.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think he is definitely closer than the other ones. I think this probably needs a little bit more time. He just needs to make an appearance more, and that might just be limited to his or her what he's able to play with on the game. There are good people that are fully invested in the clan, but they just don't have enough time to be a co, to organize a war, to help other people, and that's fine. So we had slim pickings for co.
We have number 2 as well.
Oh, number 2. Oh yes. Sometimes I forget. So he's the most oldest elder, but he's been shaky of late, hasn't he? Again,
Well,
he is also
and
one of those people though has limited time.
yes. Yeah, has a family, whatever else, and busy at work. And I mean, with what's going on in the world right now, I mean, it's understandable that, some things are going to take priority. And for him, I mean, he missed, he didn't get, the minimum that we require in clan games as well. And, that was unfortunate. And
yeah, but I mean, I think, and I don't know what your opinion is, but for Elder, okay, it's a bit easier to give Elder to someone, whereas I think the difference from member to Elder is not as great as the difference from member to co. It's from Elder to co. For me, anyway, in my view, because I think that for someone that is to be a good co in our clan, I think that they have to, well, they have to show that they understand how to read the warboard, and no one as yet has shown that or taken an interest in that. They have to show that they know how to read that warboard, how to start planning, that. And again, some of them might do, but they haven't shown that because we don't ask.
Was it always like that? Was it always like that with your codes? Just because I know when I first joined, there were quite a few codes in the clan, and then just getting to know one of them in particular that has come back into the clan. I remember, when I was doing wars and then had asked if she wanted to do a war, she was kind of like, what? Like, so
no.
like,
The answer to that is no. In the past, it wasn't a requirement. I haven't explicitly said it's a requirement, but I would quite like, because I know that war can take a lot out of people, so I would like to have people that have that ability. So that's what I'm looking for, because with leagues coming up now as well, it's draining. And that person that you mentioned, she has done leagues before, and she's got the notebook for leagues. So it's not something that she's shied away from, and that's what. Just even having that.
I think more than anything, that's why I'm a little bit disappointed with number 8, because I could see number 8 getting there, and being able to look at the war board, and just even when she was active, it was like, okay, but we got to do this and this, and so I could see that potential there already.
Yeah.
And it just, yeah, I mean, that one is gonna suck. And I mean, even with that one that came back and then wanted to come back again, that was another one where it was, the potential was there because you could see it, and then
yeah. And then again, I think in the past we haven't been as much war focused as we have now. So I guess with the way that the cat clan's evolving, we're gonna need to look for those attributes a bit more. Whereas in the past it was a little bit more laid back. But obviously we still warred and we still wanted to win. But I think now there's a particular focus on war. Just because somebody is war hungry all the time.
Sorry.
But yeah, so sorry, back to number 2. I would like him to rise up and be part of that, because I think he's got a good head on his shoulders. He just needs to, develop some tactical thinking, or actually, because he's kind of somebody that is he's someone that is invested in the clan, but he doesn't actually really think much further than there's this new army and I'll try it out. But he doesn't think, okay, how do I improve with that army? How do I make that army my own rather than textbook? Um, so yeah, and then he'll be like he's like me, you know. He has an army, and that's what he does. He sometimes needs some adjustments, being so some nudges to remind them, you know, maybe that army is not best suited for the base that he has to hit. Okay, so yeah, so we have no new codes this time around, but you know, okay, so from there, then the next one is okay. Maybe we celebrate with some new others then. So, were there any that caught your eye?
No. None.
None. Well, what about number 6? You can put him in the bad books just because he's not ready to upgrade his town hall and he wants to.
I was gonna say he was ready to upgrade his town hall last week, and he asked my opinion, and I gave it to him straight. I said, I don't think you're ready. The last time I said that to somebody who asked my opinion, they left and upgraded their town hall and then quit playing. So just the fact that he stayed in the clan and kind of took it and even said that, you know, he doesn't want to be, you know, causing the clan, you know, hardship and whatnot. You know, he was kind of thinking about the clan in that aspect and whatnot. So I mean, he helps. When people join, you know, he says hello and you know, gets them to do whatever. So he would be one, I guess. Yes.
Anyone else?
I'm going to say no, and you can suggest one, and I will say yes or
no. So like, you know, in terms of people that are possible in the running, shall we say, is obviously that guy that we just spoke of, and you know, number 14. But I changed my mind yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
I came on yesterday after work again, and I was like, oh, grumpy from work. But then I saw that there was a lot of chat going on, and I'm like reading, because I am one of those people that join, that come back on the game and actually read back from where I might have missed off in chat, rather than just the last.
Yeah, you get into the game and I scroll right to the top.
Yeah.
It's like, partly it's because I don't want to miss anything, but partly it's just like, you know, what's been going on.
Exactly. And you need to know who's been kicked and trying to come back and whatnot. But yeah, you know, you get people that join, and or you get people that come back to the game and they only ever read like the last line of chat, and that's ill-advised, particularly with our clan when we don't have any other means of communication. But anyway, so I was coming back online and I was catching up on chat, and there was a new person coming on, and actually, I'll tell you who it was. It was number 23. He joined. Right? And it must have been, I don't know, people must have been waking up people must have been waking up from the America side of the world, so it was quite active in chat. So there was like 5 people who were on, and they were having these conversations, talking to the new guy as well. And not one of them told them, you know, gave them the proper new joiner induction, you know, things like what we expect them to do and whatnot. None of them did that, and I was quite disappointed, because that was their chance to show, you know, that you understood what this clan is trying to do, and you actually are helping other people that join. And he was one of those people, so I was quite disappointed by that.
What about number 5 and 13? 5, 13, 16.
Okay, wait.
I'm not
We'll talk
saying-
about them in detail, but before we move on to that, because I'm blunt, right? When I checked and I was disappointed with all that, I actually put in chat, there's been 5 people on and not one of them said to the new guy, what's up? I guess none of you are all ready to be elder, right? um, and that guy, what was the number? I can't remember the number now. Number 14 actually said, "Yeah, I'm not ready." So
Really?
so he kind of took himself out the race because I'm not gonna give it to him if he doesn't think he's ready. Okay, it might have just been a one-off, and you might have missed that he had just joined, even though you don't recognize the name. I don't know why you wouldn't think that he's new. But maybe you missed chat or whatever. I wasn't gonna hold it against you, but I'm a bit like, why didn't you notice? But then he just took himself out the running because he just told me he wasn't ready. So you'll never know this now. If he doesn't think he's ready, then why should I think he's ready?
No,
So in terms of, what did you say, number 10?
I said 6, 10, and...
We talked about 6.
Or 5.
Oh, number
5.
5.
No, 5, 13, and 16.
Number 5, I already told you what I thought about him in that. I don't really like him. For no apparent reason other than the fact that he only ever requests for troops that, Town Hall, was it 10? No, Town Hall 11s can give plus. Town Hall 11s plus can give. So I have an issue with that. So, and also, but also on that, right? I group him in the same bracket as number 10, but I like number 10 better because they both joined at the same time. So I compare them against each other, even though I shouldn't. And I prefer number 10 over number 5. But I don't think either of them are ready yet, though. I think number 10 has potential.
What do you think about number 11, who has just welcomed 2 people into the clan?
That's what I was going to say. I was going to raise number 11, and I noticed you didn't think about that person. As in, when you were spieling off the numbers, you didn't say number 11.
No, I was actually going to go through everybody just because, but those other 3 were ones that have been in the clan a little bit longer, so that's why I picked them first.
Mm-hmm. I think this person has potential. I don't mind this person. I think it's actually a girl. We can talk about gender another day, but I don't mind this person. And this person does talk to other people. Not the best attacker sometimes, but I think that's because this person went up to Town Hall 9, and this person was really good with dragons before at Town Hall 8. I remember this person showed replays of what they like to do in wars pretty much as soon as we asked, right? There was no messing around, and they did it quickly. So that impressed me, and it kind of stuck. And I think not done anything amazing, but in my weird, kind of twisted scale of good and bad, I think that's a good thing. Because I think that this person is consistent, and we do need people that are consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that they talk to the new people. I don't think this person's on very often either. That's why, I take that into account, that when this person is on...
Actually, this person is on quite a bit. They just don't say a lot of the time, because this person's in my friends list. So I can see...
you're stalking!
And they're not on as much as me, obviously, but they're on.
Okay. Well, I like... Yeah. I'll go with I like this person as a member in my clan. So possibly I am conscious of this person as in one to watch, I think. The number 12 is Tunu, not Maiden.
Number 13.
Number 13? No.
Number 13 is a girl.
We can talk about gender another day.
Because she uses the girl emote.
Yeah, but I don't know.
No, and I think said, like, even when number 8 was clarifying that she was a female, I think 13 was in there as well, kind of, pointing it out, female, so.
Yeah. I get confused on number 13 and number 16. Even though the names are completely different, I think it's because their attitudes are similar. The way that they speak in chat. Oh no, it's number 16 is I prefer number 13 over 16.
Number 16 is the one that's going to Town Hall 9 after finals.
Yes, that was interesting.
Because he's sitting on 13 million gold, and oh my goodness.
Yeah. Trying to tell someone, maybe you shouldn't upgrade your Town Hall just before your exams, because what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be studying, or are you going to be grinding your Town Hall?
Yeah.
So, yeah. They can thank us later when they...
Did you see that number 6 did start upgrading his Town Hall?
I saw that he specifically asked you whether that was okay.
I asked him what he had for books and stuff. Like, he's been buying books. So
yeah, because we noticed that his heroes were increasing quite speedily.
Yeah. But I mean, even still, he said he didn't want to, hold back the clan in any way. And I said, I didn't want to tell him again that I didn't think he was ready. I said, the decision is yours. I said, but you need to realize you're still going to be expected to hold your own in the clan.
Yeah.
I said, if you feel that you can do that, then. But I mean, he's got like 5 training books, and he said 4 spell books. So I mean, he can pretty much get his war army maxed.
He's more prepared than number 16 for upgrading a Town Hall.
Number 16 doesn't have a clue. He keeps asking me what army he should upgrade or what army he should even use at Town Hall 9. No clue. No clue.
This is why I like 13 more than 16. And I put them together because I think they kind of joined at the same time, or they kind of talk similar. Although number 13 has marginally a little bit more maturity about him.
We don't have a lot of Town Hall 8s anymore. They're all kind of, and I mean, we're going to be losing another one when this one goes to Town Hall 9, so we're going to be, we're not going to have so many. And now, not to get off topic, but now when I go in the recruiting thing, it's mostly Town Hall 9s, because we have an abundance of Town Hall 9s in the clan now. Finding the Town Hall 8s is just, like, they're scarce in there.
Well, I've been working long hours. I haven't been having enough. You told me to stop inviting these people. I guess I'll start again. But yeah, so I don't think those people are... I would be uncomfortable promoting them right now. What do you think?
Yeah, no, So are we saying we have none to even go to Elder?
Well, like I said, it would be number 6 is probably at the top of the pack. And then I quite like number 11. I think number 10's a little bit too new. What do you think? If you were going to give your top 3.
I don't see number 10 communicating with a lot of new people as much as I do number 13. So that would be my reasoning, not for number 10.
I think number 13 is unfortunately, he's disadvantaged by number 16 because the way that I've linked them together. I think this is what I mean. I think I don't have an issue with number 13, but I get him confused with number 16. That I think that he have an issue with him when I actually don't. So I need him to sort of be a little bit better and distinguish himself from number 16.
Mm-hmm. And what about number 4? Like, I know that just because...
Well, yeah. I think you and I were just gonna agree, you know. We were just gonna... You know that I would. But yeah, no, that would be part of the promotions. Although I'm still trying to actually figure out a way to ask her to unfriend me without being offended.
What?
I don't like that she knows when I'm on and I need to do War Attack. She likes to watch. And it just unsettles me a lot. Because she is one of those people that really likes to watch me attack.
She does. No, she does. Because I know that when she knows that I'm online, I always have this eyeball pop.
So I'm like, how do I not be her friend so that I can not know that she's on? And likewise, she doesn't know that I'm on, and she's not waiting for me to hit. You know, I'm like waiting for people to get offline, and she knows I'm on, so she knows that I'm needing to do a War Attack.
You can always just, casually bring it up and be like, were you that eyeball in my attack? You're making me nervous.
Yeah.
Just make a comment like that.
Yeah, but she'll not take it that way that I need her to take it. Yeah, so those were my things. So ponder about it a bit, and you can let me know as well as other co's, see what they think.
All right, what are we doing next? Season Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. I guess before we talk about the Season Pass, because it's linked in some way, is it's Supercell's 10th year. So happy birthday. Did you because your game updates automatically, doesn't it? So have you been seeing the splash screen?
I have now. It wasn't until I was watching Carbon Fit, and he mentioned something about the 10-year on the change screen. I'm like, what? Did I have to update? Like, what's going on? And I honestly didn't, because I don't pay attention. I quickly change. I do whatever I'm doing, and then when it loads, then I go in there. Like, I don't watch the screen. So I didn't notice it for the longest time.
Yeah. I don't update my game automatically. So I've not noticed it. So, but it doesn't. I mean, I think so. It relates to the season pass because there's a obstacle or ornament that you get free. Well, with it, and it's the fountain.
Yes.
So, do you like it?
I haven't bought my gold pass yet. Hold on, just let me.
It's for everyone.
Have I looked at it? No. I'm gonna try and get it right now.
Well, concentrate here. Focus.
It's the anniversary fountain, right?
Yeah.
It's something that I'm gonna put on my base and then want to move because I haven't put it in the right place, and it's just gonna annoy me that it's not in the right place, and then I'm gonna have to move it, and it's just gonna be just annoying.
I think I haven't seen it in action, but from what I can tell, because it's a fountain, I think a little S pops up or something like that.
Is something supposed to happen to it?
Well, like, I'm looking at it, right, and it's just full of that pink elixir, right? So the fount is full. But when you're looking at the season pass, I can't remember now, but in the announcement when they were saying about it all, where is it? I can't remember. Yes, when you go into events, right, and it's talking about the season, how many days there's left, you can see there in that picture, the fountain, there's a little S. Can you tell that I have not released my fountain? I've got it, but just not put it down anywhere.
You have it already.
It's free. It's in the. You don't have to buy the season pass to get it.
Oh. But you did.
Get the season pass? Well, yes. I'm at OCD. So,
okay.
Do you like the look of it?
Of the fountain? Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's a fountain.
But I like the idea that there's it's nice to celebrate. You know, I like that they thought about it, and actually, I also like that they gave it to everyone for free, and you didn't have to buy the season pass.
Yeah, I do like that it's a free one.
Yeah, I got confused this morning when I looked at it because I was thinking, I hope I still get a cake, right? But that's a whole different thing because its cake is for the game, whereas this is a Supercell company kind of celebration. So yeah, it just depends on where you're putting it. I hope it's not. I think it does look a little bit out of place because it's so because I haven't put it down anywhere, so I don't actually know what it looks like. But I see that the purple elixir is quite stark, so I'm like gonna get confused. I'm like, what is that? It's this big splodge of purple somewhere. But yes. So, what do you think of the season pass skin?
I don't mind it. I think there's one of each rune, which at this point I only need the gold rune because I've got the other two, and like I said, no hero book to do my heroes. So I mean, I quite like the skin. So.
Oh, you do? You didn't like the Warden?
No, I do like this one.
It's the same theme.
I know.
But you like this one. I was gonna say actually, this one is not as I think the Warden's a bit more thought out. This one's cute enough, but I think the Warden, I like the fact that it used the little Tesla. It's, incorporating game elements.
I do. I like this one.
But this one, I thought, oh, it doesn't really do anything. But when I saw the little video, his glove kind of pops off.
Little Lego man.
But I think have you seen the little show, the little YouTube sort of clip that shows him in action? I think his Iron Fist, it's like a boxing glove and it pops out like on a spring. And so I thought that was a good sort of addition to it. But every time I look at him, right, so if I press on them on the season pass and you get to see him and you can twirl him around and stuff, all I see is his mouth going, yep, 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 yep. He's like an old man. That's what I think. He's like an old man and he's just bouncing around going, yep, 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 yep. That's all I think when I look at him. And he doesn't. I wish they had embellished him with his gold crown and stuff, though he's very grey. But yeah, his mouth just doesn't stop jiggling up and down.
I wish they would not put the builder base gold and stuff in there. I wish there was another hero book up top.
There's gonna have to be a balance between builder people that play builder base, buy the season pass too,
I'm just thinking just for the free to play people, like there used to be a lot more potions in the bottom. Now you get 3 potions and a hero book. Like it's just I think they've reduced what the free people can get.
Yes, that is true. That is I concur. Or at least move the builder stuff up top or something, or at least have a balance. Of that. I hope. I kind of want there to be, because obviously the next skin's gonna be the queen. I kind of want there to be a champ one as well.
I would assume there would be.
No, because when you look at the cliff again, you can only see 3 boxes.
Really?
Yeah, and remember whatever the last batch set was, it was only up to those 3 people as well. I can't remember what the last batch was now. Do you remember?
Oh, the primal.
Ah, yes. Who could forget? Yeah, so that there was no primal champ. So, but I kind of want a clockwork champ. Yeah, so anything else you want to talk about the season pass?
I don't think so. I think that's about it. I mean, for me, there's, a couple wall rings that I'll use and 1 builder potion. I'm kind of growly about that. 1 stinking builder potion. And, but I mean, there's 12 wall rings, I think? 12 wall rings. There's a hero potion, resource potion, training potion. So, I mean, those are all good. Each of the runes.
Yeah.
Nothing exciting. I mean,
it's we're used to it now, aren't we? So there's an edge of, well, it's the same old now. I mean, they're still good, but we're not like, oh, what's it going to be this time? Because they just cycle, really, don't they?
I mean, if they threw in a book of everything somewhere, I might get excited, but no.
Okay. So that's the season pass. Do you like the events? I have to say that my favourite event of all time will always be the 1 gem boost.
I haven't even been raiding, so I have 15 attacks to do with 11 hogs and 3 yetis later this evening. After I'm done my stuff that I need to do.
The hog one, you get your 2 hero level potions, so.
I don't need the power potion as much as I need the hero potion, just because, like I said, the heroes aren't maxed yet. I do have them at a level where if I use a potion, they will be maxed, so that's kind of why I want the potions even that much more, because I will have that max hero if I use one, so...
But, yeah.
But I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I did use a potion the last war that we were in, and I think that helped me get what I got on that base, on that Itsu base, so...
Oh, don't remind me. I hate miners. We'll talk about that some other time. But, yeah, the surefire... the one thing that I never regret spending gems on is the 1 gem army boost. Surefire way to get me to spend gems, 1 gem army boost. Only because I forget, and it annoys me sometimes that I forget that I have a boost on and I just waste the training potion or something like this. But whereas when it's just 1 gem, it's like, oh, I don't feel like I necessarily have to sit for an hour straight and just blitz it out. I could just, go and do something else and come back when it's ready, and then, it's only a gem. Well, not a gem, it's about, 8 gems or something like that now. I can't remember. And it's hard. I'm like, I'm always one of those people that has forgotten to boost something. So you're like, oh, what am I
It
waiting?
was the barracks and stuff as well. Oh my god! I thought it was
Did you
just
use a
heroes.
potion? Did you use a training potion? No, it's on everything.
I thought it was just on heroes. I'm like, well,
No.
that's kind of dumb. But I mean, I could see the benefit from it. But I'm gonna have to finish my stuff tonight. I might be staying up past my bedtime so I can finish this event and play a little.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend all my resources, and I'm going to raid some malls, I think.
Oh goodness. Yeah. So on everything. So, but yeah, I'm always one of those people that forgets to boost one of them, and you only realize when you go to attack, and you're like, oh, why is my queen not awake yet? And it's like, cause you didn't boost her, because they're not all in the same spot. And you're like, where are my heroes? Because I just dumped them on my base, and I'm like, where's the spell factory? Where's the siege barracks? Yes, but I like that event. That's my favorite event. And there's only 8 hours left, so
I know, I'm kind of disappointed that I just realized that it was, because I would have been practicing. I would have been using my hybrid and doing stuff. Oh,
it's particularly good for when you're having to do a war attack last minute. Okay, so we're coming up to, I guess, an hour now. You want to have your Can't Fix Stupid?
Yes, we had a Town Hall 7 join the clan, and we had we had a couple 7s join the clan, and you had mentioned that, they needed to change their war base and whatnot, and
because one of them copied the other and had the exact same.
Whoever copied it first, regardless, they each had the same war base and whatnot, and we asked one of our Town Hall 7s, can you hit this base and test it out, because they couldn't understand why it wasn't good. The Town Hall 7 used half their troops, not even the full army, half the troops, and 3-starred the base. And then the other guy comes on and says, is my base any good? It was the same freaking base.
Yeah.
Because they copied each other.
But what was also bad was, I'm pretty sure that person that asked if his base was good was watching the exact same live replay of getting it smushed. Yeah. Watching that base get smushed. So I don't know, there was just some general disconnect there. But yes, no, his base is not good. It doesn't matter if it was on his own base or on somebody else's account. The base is still not good. Yep. But yes, okay, so I'm sure, these people are still in our clan, so we'll see them, and there might be some more fun to be had out of them. But I guess we can let you know next time. I'll let you wrap up.
Yes.
So, we didn't talk about leagues in our matches. We didn't talk about leagues and our matches. We can do that when it ends.
Okay. I mean, leagues it's what it's always going to be. We're outmatched, and we've got our normal lineup. We've got 19 people going into war.
We're fighting Canada. We're fighting Canada.
I was disappointed with one of our Town Hall 9s dropping his king right before leagues, when
to upgrade.
We like that everybody be available for leagues, and I mean, everybody's got an excess amount of elixir and dark elixir wanting to put heroes down. We ask that people wait until the end of leagues. It's not like they're going to be losing that much that they still can't spend it after leagues. And this guy kind of just, again, thought about himself and put his hero down and opted out. So, not really happy about that, but surprise for him, he's going to be in leagues, and he's going to be in the first war, and he will be attacking or or he won't, and we'll kind of see what happens there. And our matches, I had a look, and they're what they usually are, up against 10s and 11s, 12s, 13s, and so our bottom 7s and 8s are going to have their work cut out for them again. I do think that there are going to be people that don't get 8 stars again. We're going to try our best to get them 8 stars, but I think that there will be some that don't. And I'm hoping that we finish at the top of the middle, or middle of somewhere in the middle, but the top side of the middle.
So you don't think we're going to get promoted?
No, I don't. I mean, we could. If you wanted us to get promoted, I could get us promoted, I think.
Really?
I think that we should focus on getting people 8 stars and just kind of continue doing things the way that we have been.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but why can't we also be promoted at the same time?
Because I really don't want to take these group of people to Crystal. No thanks. No thanks.
Well, we could just swivel between, up and down,
thanks.
Up and down.
No. So on that note, next time we will obviously be kind of near the end of league, so we will talk about that, and
we'll see if I've convinced you to do both.
And see what?
If I've convinced you to try and do both.
Yeah, probably not. And maybe by then we'll have some new elders, depending on when you promote people, and we'll see. So until then, we will see you later.
Bye.